it's through making mistakes that we learn. And I think that part of people development is letting people be in an environment where mistakes can be made. I mean, hopefully they're not going to be egregious mistakes. That's the risk, that you allow somebody to make an egregious mistake and you as the boss or as the team member are accountable, and you know, that's a bad situation. But I think it's risky in the sense that giving people that space does allow people to fail, and the degree to which you're willing to allow that to happen in your organization, I think really can determine how far you're willing to let people go.
I think you have to really be, I mean, what you're saying too is you have to give a lot of thought as a supervisor or teacher of, you know, what you know, sort of risk management, you know, and sort of real assessment, you know, and managing it, not only sort of how much risk am I willing to take with this particular individual at this particular point in time, given where the organization's at, or where my whatever project is at, or whatever. There's that element of it, and I think the other risk management thing that I you know, is sort of being prepared with plans B's and C's. So you know, how much risk can I take, you know, given what I'm accountable to my organization, you know, and so, you know, my hope is always never to have to step in, you know, because you want to allow people to, but you know, if this particular situation, it's the right risk for the right person at the right time, but gee, the consequences could be pretty bad, I better have a plan B. You know, it's not fair to the individual or the organization. You know, I'm accountable to them as well, you know, and not primarily, not predominantly, but as well, you know, so it does, it has to be a real intention.
We had talked about how it's risky to train people and to develop people because they may move to another job.
Right, which
they
is
may
a great
develop
success.
new competencies, and there you are with a hole in your staff.
But shouldn't you expect that?
You should.
Discussion and in our preparation ahead of time that have to do with risk, and one of them has to do with something that was alluded to a few minutes ago, and that's the fear of failure. Many times I think we say it's okay to make a mistake, and we have a backup plan, and hopefully we don't have to use it. But at the end of the day, I am left, when my head is the one going on the pillow, what did I do? What did my autonomous behavior do? Not what did the organization make me do, what did the organization allow me to do, what did I do? And I think that some organizations that I've heard of speak, it's okay to make mistakes, but if it happens, the words and the behaviors are not together.
Right.
And what
but that goes back to what you said about being in an ethical organization.
Thank you.
Where
Thank you.
you really believe that.
Right.
I mean, all of this is just words unless you actually implement it.
The words and the behavior, the truthfulness, in my view, need to come together. And so if you say to someone, or if you imply, don't worry, not to worry, but don't worry, we're there for you, we'll be there with you.
You better be there.
You better be there. You better be there, and it won't be a happy time necessarily, but together, you know, we'll walk it through.